totally the electricity of the what Jimma is totally what? Totally maybe stopped. That means it's maybe consumed only by the dust machine. It's still now it's idle. Therefore, you should have to see such a thing is whether the power for setting of that machine you identify. You should have to what make as a constraint. And the other is maybe there may be a difficulty in transporting of heavy equipment. So this is the second constraint that may be considered as a constraint for making of a choice on that of the machine and the equipment, and the workers may not be able to operate. That means you should have to add what skilled manpower that be operated on the given or the selected equipment or machine, and the import policy of the government should be considered as a constraint determining of that of the your projects. And the other is simply structures and civil workers. Whether the structures or maybe the civil workers maybe that the project is simply the site preparation and development. And you identify the location and site of your projects. You may be what simply developing of the site preparation and development. That means simply leveling, grading, and others maybe for the demolition of that of the or removal of the old, if there is old building or that of the located sites, you should have to make a site preparation and development. And the other is maybe making of a building and the structures. What are the building that needs stored? It may be stored or maybe staff building or the others. And the other is maybe outdoor workers. That means simply you should have to cover some of the supplies and the required utilities amount. That means the electricity, telephones, and the waters that needs maybe for the projects maybe considered and that of the structures and civil workers. And the next one is the project charges and that of the layouts. Therefore, simply after you are identifying of all the sites and the material required, the technologies required, all the things, after you are having all data, maybe what the develop of the project charges and that of the layouts, that simply the project charges are maybe defined what the scope of the project is and provide the base for detailed project engineering and that estimation of the investment and the production costs. That means, as I said, simply after identifying having of all data about the required things that we have defined before, simply maybe prepare the project charts simply for what in order to have what in order to defining of the scope of the project is, in order to have the base to do developing of project engineering and estimation of the outlay of the investment and the production costs. Therefore, simply some of the important charts and the layouts of the drawing are simply the first one is general functional layout. This one is simply they have in order to showing of the relationship that they have in between of the given buildings, equipments, and that of the general workers of in the given plants. And the other is maybe material flow diagram. That means how the inputs maybe flow in the production processes. You should have to see. We should have to determine using of the material flow diagram and the production line diagram. That means simply how the production lines or the types of production lines and the how many production lines may be following or the process of the maybe follow or maybe the interrelationship in between of the production line that we should have maybe seen under that of the preparation of the production line diagrams and that of the transport layouts. That means how you are distributing your products and how you are maybe acquired for maybe flows the transported your input that's acquired for producing of your products, and the other is utility consumption layouts. That means simply how the electricity may be distributed, how the waters may be distributed in the given projects. You should have to prepare for the source to show those flows using of the utility consumption, and the other is communication layouts. How do the managers or that any given employees in the given organizations maybe or in the given firms maybe communicate with each other, and the organizational layout, that means organizational charts, the levels of each of the employees should have to see on that of the organizational layouts, and the other is the plant layout. That means the general layout of the plant. That means externally or internally you may be seen on that of the plant layouts for charts.